just content in general. You know, you're going to have Hollywood level films produced by individuals at a fraction of the cost. Cents on the dollar. And I think what that's going to do is it's really going to decentralize the control of, I was going to say the control of Hollywood, but Hollywood doesn't really have any sort of control anymore. I think Hollywood is kind of over. I could be wrong. I think Hollywood is dead in the sense that, you know, I don't think people are going to go there for anything other than just the novelty of seeing what's going on in Hollywood. I think that's always going to exist. But as far as being a powerhouse in the movie industry or like media industry, I don't think so. I really don't see that anymore. Granted, maybe that's not the truth today, but I think soon it will be. And I could be 100% wrong. Actually, most likely I am wrong. And whenever I speak, I acknowledge the fact that I'm probably wrong. That's what I realized. I realized that most of the time I'm wrong, but I'm okay with that because I think that's part of the growth process. You know, I think that's part of growing is accepting the fact that when you do something, you're going to be wrong. So that's me here. But one movie that I would like to be a part of, if it gets remade, is Police Academy. I just like making sounds with my mouth. You know, I think I've already vocalized that. But I just like making sounds with my mouth. So I'm just going to mess around, Jay. You know, I heard the sirens. So I'm like, I'm trying to make these sounds, you know, I'm like, Shout out to Gina, darling. The one person who I think is hysterically awesome. No, I think there's so many people. I was thinking about this because I know this is supposed to be anonymous, but I did a survey. I filled out a survey yesterday, and my wife and I joke about, well, who are the people that do surveys? And they're probably like weirdos, you know, and I realize now I'm one of those weirdos. I don't think he's gonna eat this. Well, half of this is for Dami though. Okay, here. Let me move this. Look, I love bacon. If people are like, why did you name yourself Fried Pork Skins? Well, first and foremost, because shout out to, look, can you send can you send out a shout out to people who are alive and also have passed on to their next life? Look, it's all about what you believe. I believe that, you know, probably every inch of this earth, someone has passed. You know, I really don't believe that. I don't know. I think we've been around for a long time. So shout out to any of the people, past, present, future, that love fried pork skins. But what turned me on to them was I found out that George Bush Sr., former president, I think when you get the title of president, you're always acknowledged as president. I learned that in school. I don't know if that's still true. I went to school like 30 years ago. But once you become president, you're referred to as president. But I think some people would say former president. But, you know, when I learned that President George W. Sr., his favorite food was fried pork skins, I was like, you know what? That's a man that I can get behind. That's an idea. And granted, I was a young child when he was president. Well, no, I was like I forget what, middle school? I can't remember. Look, it's a long time. That's the other thing that's the advantage. People don't talk about the advantages of getting old. One of them is that you have so much more that you can draw from in your mind. So it's like, you know, when people talk about high school, I was like, I don't even remember high school. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I mean, that was like, 25 years ago? I really don't remember. I mean, if you went to high school with me, shout out to you. I appreciate you. But the reality is there's maybe a handful of events, situations that I remember. And that's about it. Because, I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. I've had it feels like multiple lifetimes since then. You know, experiences, new families, you know, new groups of people. I mean, I think every day is an opportunity to grow and meet new people and just start new experiences that will change and affect your life forever. So I think that's a positive thing. You know, I think the one thing that I like to always say is that the only thing that you can't come back from is death. But in reality, when I think about it more, you can, because, you know, I believe that, you know, you have another opportunity in the next life and the next life after that and the following life after that. And I think that's the beautiful thing about life is that I think it's okay to make mistakes. So I'm starting today my Kermit the Frog mentorship. You know, I think he's making traction in the world. dude. I really do. He's got a watch from Oris. I like to read things backwards too. So Oris to me is Sir O. You know, I think that's a cool concept. Sorry. That's not supposed to be sexual in nature. So please get your mind out of the gutter. To anyone that I follow that has their mind in the gutter. Look, sometimes I have my mind in the gutter too. But I'm going to end this now because I want to play some video games. I downloaded, let me see, what's this called? A Space for the Unbounded. It's a 1-hour trial. No, okay, so I'm going to make a wish for the day too. I like to make a wish every day. I wish for the PlayStation 5. I don't own a PlayStation 5 yet, but I think I will, obviously. You know, I'm still getting my use out of my PlayStation 4. You know, I'm not in a rush to do anything, really. I'm not. You know, when I enjoy something, I like to take my time. So, but I really hope for my wish is that native support for keyboard and mouse. You know, I realized I'm a snob. You know, I'm not a fan of Windows. I think there's too many holes, literally, in Windows. But I would love to just use my PlayStation 4 and then my future PlayStation 5 as an all-around media device where I can, you know, type on it, play games, but search the web and not have to be binded to Windows as the operating system. I mean, there's a lot of games that I would love to play, and I'm not making excuses, even though I'm making excuses right now. You know, if Overwatch 2 allowed me to play on my PlayStation 4 with a keyboard and mouse, I think I would be a lot better. But I'm slowly trying to get better with the controller. You know, I realized, you know, you can have a controller on your PC, but it can't. I don't know why it doesn't work the other way around. So shout out to everyone that is alive and human. You know, every day I search for humans out there. I try to make contact. If I made contact with you, I say thank you. I love you, and hopefully I meet you in under circumstances that aren't forced. You know, like I like to meet people in their natural habitat. You know, I feel like I'm the alien walking the earth, searching for humans, and I think I make contact. I do. So thank you. I love you. Have a blessed day. This was all for fun, okay? So please just realize that I like to shoot the metaphorical shit with people, and I just like to enjoy myself. You know, as Nick Shabazz, sorry if I said your name wrong, you know, playfully insane, he called a knife, but I think we're all insane to a certain extent, and I'm learning that from Kermit. You know, I think that, you know, without that childhood playfulness, I don't think there's room for growth. You know, I think when you're an expert, that's why I don't ever want to hopefully I don't ever call myself an expert in anything, because I feel like that's when you've closed all doors and you've kind of narrowed down what is possible. I think when you're a child in your mind, and what I mean by that is playful in your creativity, I think all doors are open to you. Thank you. I love you. Have a blessed day.